What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 190 of the Nerd Cave Podcast.
Hey!
We're almost to $2.
$2 simple dollars.
$2 simple dollars.
There's no longer one simple dollar.
I'm one of your hosts, Derek Diamond, joined along with...
The greatest podcaster in the world.
Robbie Ross.
And the greatest influencer of all time, Zach Dykes.
Haven't heard
Well,
And this guy.
the other
How are
Derek.
you guys going? I'm just kidding.
Earth 2 Derek.
Earth 2 Derek
Yeah.
Daniel.
Derek Daniel, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you, bro, coming on.
Thank you for having me once again.
I look forward to what is about to happen. You've been talking football nonstop
For a while.
for a while. Now we get to talk movies, TV, and video games. And if you don't know, guys, and you're a regular listener of the show, this is the man that gives the thesis statements.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm the
So-
infamous one.
So we don't have to worry about it on this.
Like last
I don't have to stumble over my words. So, thank you for coming on, driving all the way from Troy to come down here and be a part of.
you know, this is kind of history here because Derek and I have never been on a podcast before.
At least at
Like-
the same time.
Yeah. People
you know,
were
the-
suspicious that we were actually the same person.
Exactly.
I'm surprised
They were
that the
talking.
space-time continuum hasn't
Yeah.
imploded upon itself.
Or Earth 2 Derek kills Earth 1 Derek to take his place
Yeah.
so he can get away from Zoom.
Yes.
Barry Allen has opened a hole in the multiverse, and Derek Daniel made his way here.
Yes. It's all possible. Thanks
And I
to
think that
Derek.
might be the nerdiest thing I've ever said on this show.
I doubt it.
I'll say give it a few episodes.
Yeah.
So, today has been a very interesting day.
A lot of ups and downs.
Exactly. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of good things and bad things.
Technical difficulties.
What is this? That's not the
Inception.
right one. Where is it? Is it this one? Yes. Sorry, guys. The thing that's been just flooding
Facebook.
Facebook,
Yeah.
Social
everywhere
media
else
in general.
has been the passing of Carrie Fisher, of course, Princess Leia, the Star Wars icon. She has passed away at age 60, and we covered this as it was breaking earlier on in the live show. But since this is the podcast, we need to cover it. It's with very deep sadness that Billy Lord confirms that her beloved mother, Carrie Fisher, passed away at 8:55 this morning. Reads the statement. She was loved by the world and she will be missed profoundly. Our entire family thanks you for your thoughts and prayers. Of course, Carrie Fisher being I would say the most iconic female heroine of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't a boy that did not dream of Princess Leia growing up. I mean,
True that.
From the first time you see her, when she's given the plan and she got captured, and you see Alderaan getting destroyed and all that. It's just she had like this lasting like effect where you always knew Leia. Like every time you saw her, you instantly went back to Leia Organa. This is you said the heroine from Star Wars, and with us growing up with her, that's just one of the hardest things to kind of wrap our minds around. Is that we had the scare and we thought she was pulling through because everybody said that she was in good stable condition, and then all of a sudden it just happens, and it's devastating.
Well, more stuff will come out, I'm sure, in the next
Yeah.
week or so that, maybe something else happened that hasn't been reported yet, but...
Could have had something to do with an operation because, my dad recently had a heart attack, and it got to the point where it was touch and go on surgery. That he could have, passed and stuff like that. Thankfully, he didn't. But, I mean, when it comes to a heart attack, a lot of things get messed up in the body. And I guess just they did all they could do for her.
Yeah, it's a sad day, and I know, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way. She made a man out of a lot of boys.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
And I my thoughts and prayers go out to her whole family. And Mark Hamill put out a message about 30 minutes ago from his Facebook account. And it says, "It's never easy to lose such a vital, irreplaceable member of the family, but this is downright heartbreaking. Carrie was one of a kind who belonged to all of us. Whether she liked it or not, she was our princess." The actress who played her blurred into one gorgeous, fiercely independent, and ferociously funny take-charge woman who took our collective breath away. Determined and tough, but with a vulnerability that made you root for her and want her to succeed and be happy. She played such a crucial role in my professional and personal life, and both would have been far emptier without her. I am grateful for the laughter, the wisdom, the kindness, and even the bratty, self-indulgent crap my beloved space twin gave me through the years. Thank you, Carrie. I love you. Mark Hamill.
And not to discount from what has happened here today, but it's been said all over social media. Can you remember a year that's been this bad when it comes to celebrity deaths? I mean, you've got Carrie Fisher, you had George Michael, who passed away on Christmas Day, David Bowie, Prince, Muhammad Ali, Alan Thicke, so many other icons have passed away this year. And some of them have been from natural causes. Some were in, their mid to late 90s or early 90s. But Carrie Fisher was only 60.
Yeah, and she did live a relatively rough life through some stuff.
Some substance abuse and everything.
Yeah, and that definitely doesn't help. But you just hate to see something like this that shakes the nerd world to its core, because you can even go to, non-nerd people who, probably haven't even watched Star Wars, and you'd be like, Princess Leia. Yep. They know exactly what you're talking about. They know it's from Star Wars. It's just such an iconic person, and the actress, like Kimmel said, that character, they merged so well together that you could not think of Carrie Fisher without thinking of Leia Organa, or you couldn't think of Leia Organa without thinking about Carrie Fisher. And it's just the world lost something huge today.
Yeah, and from the chat, we have a few people saying rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. One pointed out literally everything taken from her and still was never influenced by the dark side. So,
yep, that's true.
She's a strong woman.
And I'll say this I'm sure we're all thinking it from the Star Wars fan standpoint. It's going to make Episode 8 just that more emotional.
Yep.
Because she did complete all of her filming for it.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
And what's going to be hard is I know the part where Han died, it got Zach, and when Chewie yelled, that part got me. And just thinking of what everybody's going to do when you see Carrie Fisher walk out on the first time in that next movie, and just the emotions are going to roll, and you'll be hard pressed, especially opening night or maybe even the second night, hard pressed to find an eye that's not a little teary.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Well, our prayers and thoughts go out to her family and the fans around the world that dearly will miss the princess.
Very much so.
Yep.
So, with all of that being said, we're here to focus on the best of 2016, and
there has been some good.
There has been some good, and especially we've covered so much over the year. We've covered breaking news. We've covered from point A to point B, from movies to television to games, sports, everything. We've covered it all at the Nerd Cave. What you're watching right now, guys.
Let's take a year. Think about this year of what, not talking about movies and games, but what the Nerd Cave has done. We've done some pretty big branching out. Only to mention, we have our Nerd Cave podcast and PCP, and we had the Derek Diamond experience. But this year we added Nerd Cave Retro, which is our, we're taking you back in time, doing the time warp.
Which, speaking of that, I got this little nugget for Christmas.
No nugget.
It's beautiful. I want one.
It's pretty fantastic.
It is. And what's even better about, we love our nerdy topics, but we've also branched out into the sports world. We have a wrestling podcast, Battle of the Brands, where Derek, Gumbert, and Nick talk everything you need to know about what's going on in the wrestling world. And Derek and myself have gotten into the fantasy football world where we're giving you weekly breakdowns of, what's going on. And guys, we're not done growing yet. There's so much more we can do. And 2017 we're going to be big.
Yeah, just looking at it, because, it goes without saying, I've said countless times, I've been with you guys since day one. And just to see, ride or die, part of the ship, part of the crew.
La Familia.
Just to see how much you guys grown over this year. Like, the family of a podcast has not only grown, but you guys have done a lot of firsts. Like, you've gotten more into live streaming, and especially like what we're doing now. And then you took at that, and then you did your first sponsor event this year with Extra Life.
Yeah.
So just to see how much not only the culture has grown, but how much you guys have grown too has been tremendous this year.
And I even got to the point where I accept DJ Khaled.
That's something impromptu. I don't know what spurred that, but it was just one day where this kept you seeing like, welcome, this new member, and I'm just like, you know what? I want to do this. Another one.
Hey, I'm happy to see it because that means we've got one more into the family.
We've corrupted one more mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really delved deep into the.
Hello, CZ Films. What's your name?
I haven't really delved deep into the analytics, and this is just no. This is just the overview. Over this year, we've had over 146,407 minutes watched. We've had over 43,000 views on just the Nerd Cave channel. We've had over 1,000 likes, 500, almost 600. Robbie, it's Zach. I don't know who that is. 583 comments, 142 shares, 754 videos in our playlist, and 354 new subscribers to this channel.
That's crazy.
The most viewed video of this year.
The Division.
No.
The Sony
Batman's.
A3.
Yep.
Batman's Haters Gonna Hate. 32,258 minutes watched. Over 4,257 views on that.
Can we take a second? How long? When did we do our top 5 Star Wars books?
That was
August 2015.
Yeah.
And what's funny is it still ranks.
Yeah, it ranks
up
as
there.
our highest watched video. House of Cards, the third most watched video this year. Over 11,000 minutes watched, over 2,000 views. The Division, cool sunglasses, and Jimmy Butler coming in at a cool fourth place with over 4,000 minutes watched and over 2,000 views. The reveal of the Beast we had, which is our computer. I just named it the Beast for whatever reason. We had over 3,000 views, almost 4,000 there, over 2,000 views. My spoiler, because I did a spoiler ones by myself, and I went on a journey there. Almost 40 minutes.
Wow.
Over 3,000 views. 3,000 minutes watched, 351 views. PSVR, if it's worth it, is the next one. Captain America Civil War trailer reactions, over 2,000 minutes watched. Katrina Law and Nick Tarbay still holding on.
Wow, and that was what, 2 years ago?
2015, yeah, almost
Oh,
2
wow.
2
years.
years ago.
Okay.
Over 2,633 minutes watched, over 1,500 views on that video. Tara Sands
Oh, Bubbles.
coming in with over 1,862 minutes watched. So it's pretty awesome to see. Our ratio here 86 male, 14% female. Majority is in the United States, which is understandable, but we got a nice 7.8% over in the United Kingdom. So we've grown a lot, and this is just, we only recently split off into Nerd Cave Gaming. We used to, if you've been with us for a while, you've seen us do, gaming on the Nerd Cave channel and everything, and then went to VidCon and got to experience all of that. And I came back and I was like, I've been to Mecca, and this is what the prophets have told me. I remember like being nervous talking to you guys about that.
Yeah, we took the good and with what everything that we agreed on with doing, and I mean it's working for us. We just got to keep pushing forward.
It goes to, I took a leadership class a couple semesters ago, and they say when you deal with change, it's the biggest thing to do because it takes you out of your comfort zone, and the fact that you guys took the step and took it by the reins and just met with whatever consequences or actions that was going to come of it, and you just rode with it, and it's done nothing but good for you guys.
Yeah, and I mean, not only look at our YouTube, but Derek, our podcasts have been booming.
Yes, they have. They've all been averaging, 200 to 300 downloads per episode. Not the past retro episode we did, but the one before got over 800. It was almost to 900.
And when he says 200 to 300, that's usually per week.
Yeah,
because we issue new episodes weekly. So I mean, you're looking at if you get 200, that's 800 views a month that our listens that we're getting.
Yeah.
So I mean, coming from when I first, because I came about
2014.
Yeah, I'll say.
When I came on, we were like, oh, we got 50 listens this week.
Yeah.
What's up? And, we were excited about that. But it just shows you that, we're striving, we're pushing forward, we're breaking down barriers. And, I'm just happy to be a part of it, and I love you guys, and I couldn't think of anywhere else that I would want to be spreading some nerd love than right here at the Nerd Cave.
Mm-hmm.